Okay guys, Woodsy back with you. What we're cooking tonight, you can see some onions and peppers going on in the cast iron pan. We're going to make steak bulky sandwiches. I got my shaved steak from Market Basket here. We're lazy. We like to get it done fast. What I've done here is I've coated some bulky rolls. Let me turn another light on. I've coated some bulky rolls with butter. Market Basket fine artisan breads. Get this stuff from the bakery. They're really yummy. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take a little garlic powder. Sprinkle a healthy dose of garlic powder on these puppies. You get used to watching me cooking, you're going to notice I'm kind of messy. Don't worry about it, we can clean it up later. Give the onions and peppers a stir. We're going to stir in the steak here soon. I'm trying my new video app. I downloaded a video app called Video Pause. I don't know why, but for some reason Apple iPhone in their video recorder doesn't allow you to pause videos. As soon as you hit that stop button, that's it. You got to create a new one. So it's kind of frustrating when I want to do stuff and show you guys something. I have to upload 2-3 videos sometimes to complete a meal. So we're going to try this out. I'll be right back. Okay guys, we're live again. Here you can see I've added the shaved steak. It's still real pink and stuff. What I'm not going to be able to show you is chopping this up with a knife. What you want to do is just mix this all up real good. And when you can set your phone down and you're not recording like I'm doing, just take and cross cut between with a good sharp knife and your spatula. Just slice all this up. Keep mixing it, keep slicing, keep chopping. You can see I've got my rolls all ready to go with the butter and garlic powder. Now what I did on the oven is I set it to broil, so you can see the high temp. If we look down here, you're going to see the flame. Everything's going to cook from the top. So what you don't want to do is you don't want to put it on this top rack unless you're really right on top of it. I'm going to go down to the next level and keep an eye on it. So here we go. We got our rolls. We're putting them in there. What you want to do is you just want that stuff to brown. It'll burn if you leave it too long. And I'll show you how you close the lid. If the door will stay open like that, let it stay open. This is not the time to go out and have a cigarette or do whatever else you might want to do when you decide you got to leave your cooking for any reason. Believe me, because those rolls will burn, and then you'll be all done, and everybody will be pissed off at you. So here we are, mixing up the steak. Now we're going to have to do some seasoning here. Now fortunately for me, I looked in my spice rack the other night in the cabinet, and I mentioned to Sherry, hey, we're getting a little low on camp mix. Look at that. Bam. Brand new friggin' bottle of camp mix. Guys, you got to have some of this stuff. I think I mentioned the Spuds mix that they have for your mashed potatoes. You got to try that out. So we'll hit this up with a little bit of spice. Well, I guess I got to open that. I'm going to have to pause you for a second. Here we go with a little good dose of camp mix. Then our steak, onions, and peppers. Okay, I'm gonna check the rolls. See how they're doing. Starting to brown up pretty good. Gonna have to keep an eye on those. Now I gotta chop up this this mixture of steak and onions and peppers. Okay guys, I've just pulled these rolls, and if you look at them, you can still see where there's some real buttery stuff. It's starting to brown, and this is the point where it's really critical. I'm gonna put these back in the oven, and you really want to watch them. You don't want to let them go along here now, because they could go by on you. We're just gonna stay right here for a minute or two and finish them off. Up here, I've already chopped all the steak and onions and peppers, so it's all fine bite-sized pieces. And the next step will be adding the cheese and folding it over. And what we like to do is just add enough cheese so that everything sticks together, and then make the sandwiches. That'll be coming up here shortly. So as you can see, in just a short amount of time, you still see the flame up there. These things can go by really quick, and then you can piss a lot of people off, because then you got to start over if you screw it up. So I'm going to pull these puppies. There's always an argument in every family. What do you do with them? Do you put mayonnaise on them? Do you leave them? I don't get into that fight. I let people do whatever they want. If you want mayonnaise, put it on it. If not, steak and cheese. A lot of times it's suffice. So I'm going to get the cheese ready. I'll be right back. Okay guys, this is where you just got to wing it. I just went through the fridge. This is what I came up with, a pizza blend of 4 cheese. You don't have to be picky. You can use whatever's in the fridge. If you've got American cheese, you can make that work. You know, you got taco cheese, you end up with a little spice. No big deal. We're just going to spread some of this in. This is a whole milk mozzarella, provolone, romano, and parmesan. So what I'm going to do is just kind of fold this in. If you want extra cheese, you can always make your sandwich. Put half of one of these rolls back in with the steak and the cheese topping, and melt it extra onto the broiler if you want. What we tend to do is we just kind of fold the steak over with the cheese in it. I'm going to turn the burner up a little bit. You get this all blended, it's going to stick together. Of course, that cheese is going to add that component of fat. It's going to make the sandwich taste good. Believe me, you guys didn't subscribe to a video show of healthy eating, that's for sure. Not that you just subscribe to any show at all. I'm just laying this out there on my Facebook page, but I do get some good feedback, you know, and if any of you guys get sick of seeing this shit, tell me. I'll stop doing it. I'm just doing this for fun. What I should do is upload this to a YouTube channel, and then what I could do is I could link all this stuff. All these videos could be linked together, so if somebody was to miss something, you know, you could have access to all of them all on one channel. I've done that with some of my other marketing stuff. I may have gone a little heavy with the cheese here. Hopefully that doesn't piss my wife off too much. She's not a big cheese fan, but I'm sure I can make it work. So when I'm done with this, I'll be right back with you and show you how to prep the sandwiches. Okay guys, wrapping up here. I have served up the steak and cheese mixture on these bulky rolls. Again, these are artisan onion bulky rolls that we get from the bakery at Market Basket. I purposely left this side undone in case somebody wants to add mayonnaise or condiments. If you are dealing with the parenthood like we have in the last couple of years with sports and you don't know when your kid's going to be home, you can always make the sandwich up and then wrap it in foil and it'll stay warm for a while. You can heat it up in the oven or whatever. It's easy to do leftovers with, and you can see for the amount that I cooked is probably enough for one more sandwich. So that's it for tonight guys. Hope you enjoyed it. Take care. We'll see ya.